We're gonna.
I think it
That might be yours.
Can you kill the music, please?
Kill it. Kill it.
Good, baby. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Frances Proper. I am the granddaughter of our guest of honor, Francesca Bonnano Sculli. This is my husband, Jonathan Proper, Giovanni, as my mom has christened him. Italian name.
I look Italian, don't I?
Never happened.
Along with my mother, Sandra, my uncle Vince, we would like to welcome you to this day of celebration. Actually, we are celebrating 32,850 days, or 90 beautiful years. 32,000.
I lived this long.
Giovanni and I would like to talk a little bit about our beloved grandmother, Mama Frances, and maybe you'll learn a little more about our guest of honor. We've learned, my mother and I and my uncle, we learned a lot about this week, a lot of patience and praying. We weren't sure how today was going to go, but by the grace of God, Mama is here today. She was in Chester County all week, and it was pretty touch and go. So we're elated that everybody is able to be here today.
Not as much as me.
Not and I'll come around and say hello and introduce myself again to everybody. We just wanted to get Mama in and settled. We weren't sure how affected she was going to be by the surprise, but I'm glad she's sitting and breathing now.
Breathing. I am.
All right. Well, let's take this walk down memory lane. It's a rather lengthy walk, but we're going to walk nonetheless. Here we go. She was born to Angelina and Benjamin Bonnano on March 10th, 1926, in Manhattan, New York. At the age of 5, the family moved from Manhattan to 3306 White Plains Avenue in the Bronx, where her parents, who came from Sicily, opened the Rosewood Bakery near Rosewood Street. She still remembers her phone number, Esterbrook 81919. She started out going to school at PS 41, or Public School 41 for those who aren't familiar with New York, for elementary school. Then Owenville Junior High School, PS 113, where she became vice president of her class. Slide to the top with bananas, read the posters for her campaign. Thanks. She attended Evander Childs High School and swooned over Al Galgano to Moonlight Serenade. She's still swooning. She's trying to find him on Facebook.
Come on, are you? They swooned over his house. Pretty nice house.
During these early years, many visits were made to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where Benjamin's brothers, Angelo and Sam, lived there with their families. Francesca loved going to Philadelphia to visit her Aunt Mary, who took her to Wildwood for summer vacations. But most of all, she loved visiting her Bonnano cousins, Johnny, Jimmy Jr., also known as Sal, Rita, Mary, Natalina, Della, and Susie. Many stories were told to Francesca's children about the time she and her cousins all got their tonsils out together. Frances was so scared, telling Rita, "I don't know, Rita. They bring them up alive and they come back dead."
In 1942, her family moved from the Bronx to Philadelphia as Benjamin's business was no longer thriving. At the age of 16 and in her junior year of high school, Francesca entered South Philadelphia High School for Girls. As difficult as this could have been, she made the best of the situation and strived to make an impression on her teachers and her classmates by participating in sports, playing the clarinet, and mastering grammatical Italian with the help of her wonder teachers, Miss Marzucco and Mrs. Termini. After graduation, she went to work helping to pay off her father's debts for his bakery. A chance meeting with a young sailor named Vincent Sculli led to a new chapter. They married in 1947.
That's when I took the picture.
If you guys can hear her right now.
She said he was the love of her life.
Where are you?
They started their family in 1951. She took a job working for, help me out, Tatamkin Chevrolet. Once he tired firing her for some reason or another, and her response to him was, "Hey, you can't fire me, I need this job." And so he didn't. The young family later moved to Yeadon, Pennsylvania.
While raising her children, she managed to find time to learn how to drive, join the Girl Scouts, which you still remember the oath, right? Oh, well, you did know it for a very long time. Becoming neighborhood chairman and receiving the St. Anne's Award for High Achievement in Girl Scouts. Acting in parish plays, singing a mean Hello Dolly. In 1972, her daughter Sandra opened a nursery school, and Francesca was there to lend a helping hand and decided to join the staff. For 14 years, she was lovingly called Miss Francis by the hundreds of children who came to learn and play. What's the name of the nursery school?
It was the Presbyterian Day Nursery School.
One student in particular stole her heart. One student in particular stole Mrs. Francis's heart. Until today, she still speaks about this little girl with the long blonde hair and the big blue eyes, and how much she loved her. This little girl's name was Helen Carroll. Let me stop for a moment to introduce little Helen Carroll to Mrs. Francis out of over 40 plus years. Mom, this is your little student, Helen Carroll.
Oh, you grew up. You look different.
I thought I was your favorite student nursery school.
During these years, Francesca, while caring for her elderly father, her husband, and teenage son, decided to take on a new exciting challenge: college. She and her son Vinny would ride together in the morning to Delaware County Community College. And wait, I'm getting there. And by the end of the semester, she knew every Queen song by heart, singing "Another One Bites the Dust" all the way to her psychology class. She aced every class and graduated with high honors and received an associate's degree in early childhood education.
She also made
She also made more friends at college than I did.
because she was asking them for the reefer.
In 1976, the family took a vacation to Montreal to visit friends. On the way back, going through the U.S. border, the customs officer looked in the car, asked everyone their names and what their business was in Canada. The officer then told my grandfather to, I'm reading as you, the officer then,
That's her.
oh, as you. The
He would
officer,
be your grandfather too.
my grand. All right. The officer then told my grandfather to open the back. With that, my grandmother leaned forward and said, "Thank you very much." They bit their lips.
No, wait a minute. She didn't say thank you very much. She said, thank you very much.
I mean, we were all stunned, actually, including the customs officer. And my father-in-law in Italian told her, "What's wrong with you? Shut up." In Italian.
They bit their lips trying to stop laughing. What was she thinking? Why did she blurt out such sarcasm? After my grandfather opened the trunk for inspection and drove off a few yards, he stopped the car, looked at my grandmother and shouted, "What was that all about? Why did you answer him like that?" She said, "What did I do wrong?" He was so nice to say, "Welcome back," and no one was answering him, so I said, "Thank you very much." He said, "Thank you very much, thank you very much. Who do you think you are, Queen Elizabeth, that he should say, 'Welcome you back'?" He said, "Open the back," hence the nickname Edith Bunker. Or Queen Mother, as we know her, however you want to view the story.
In 1985, she and my grandfather Vince moved out to Chester County with our family. And after 3 years began working for Classic Cookies, becoming the top scooper and packer. No disrespect to her son-in-law Rob, who thinks he's the best scooper. During the past 31 years, she's devoted herself to my Poppy Vince until his passing in 2004. Finding that she had spare time on her hands, she decided to volunteer at Longwood Gardens as a greeter, helping in the Pierce DuPont house, answering questions and helping the guests learn interesting facts about this beautiful, peaceful retreat. She enjoyed 10 years of volunteering until her recent retiring due to her illness. Mom is always down to have fun. One New Year's Eve, my parents were out of town. My husband and I were planning an adult night with our best friends Kim and Bill Knightley to Sullivan's, one of our favorite places, and we said, "Mama, why don't you get dressed up and come out New Year's Eve?" So she did. The first thing she orders, what did you order at Sullivan's?
Place of beer.
And then you had, what's your favorite? 7 and 7.
No.
Scotch
and soda.
and soda. She had maybe 1 or 2.
I was to feel good. Then later on.
The most important thing to Mom is family. She loves her family. That's evident every time I walk in the door and she looks at me and asks, "Where's Emma? Where's Ryan?" Not even "Hello, Fran," or "How are you, Fran?" It's "Where's my Emma?" I'd like to introduce her grandchildren, who have been the apples of her eyes ever since they were born, starting with Robert, my brother, Orlino, his wife, Maeve. Next in line would be Vinny the Third, Scully. Followed by Victoria Scully. And that's Jess, Vinny's wife. Wonderful addition to our family. We have great-grandchildren. We have Ryan Croper and